After what has been a stressful few years for some, news of Roe versus Wade being overturned is bringing up some intense emotions. KCRA 3's Leanne Denyer spoke with women and a psychiatrist with UC Davis Health about how the news is impacting them.
As the country wraps its head around the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, some women are feeling rattled by what it means and what happens next.
I think that worrying for my daughters and my nieces and situations like that definitely affect me.
Everybody's been under significant stress for an extended period of time.
Dr. Angela Drake is a psychiatrist with UC Davis, specializing in neuropsychology.
I think there's so much unknown at this point with this decision, not only how it's going to affect public policy, health policy, but how it's going to roll down to the health and welfare of women in our country, and men too, for that matter.
Drake says the mental health impacts regarding the SCOTUS decision are wide-ranging and may be triggering for those who have a personal connection to the decision, but that much of the stress one may feel about the ruling or the implications of it comes back to feelings of control.
It's complicated, but I think that one of the things that I know from lots of studies of stress and distress is that by figuring out how we can get a sense of control over this situation can help lead us towards less distress.
We live in a country where a lot of things are okay, things that shouldn't be okay. Then we come across the things that should be okay that aren't okay. And so, I've got 6 grandkids. Those are babies that have to deal with these situations.
For some, the ruling is a disappointment, but one they're trying to stay positive through.
Stay positive. Look for the positive in life.
As information comes in, Dr. Drake says be mindful of how you're feeling and stay aware as to how you're receiving information coming in each day.
We're dealing with a lot on our plate right now, so really making sure that all of us engage in self-care activities, and really acknowledge when we're feeling that fullness or that overwhelmed feeling, and finding somebody to talk to who's going to support you no matter what your beliefs or thoughts are.
Leanne Denyer, KCRA 3 News.